In this video I'm going to show you a breakdown of my song Good Snacks. It is the second single of my upcoming chill hop album Osaka Nights. This track was made entirely out of samples, or almost entirely. The sample pack is from one of my favorite chill hop artists, Bad Snacks, and it's titled Need Tape 1. I purchased it in 2021 when I started to write the song. I wanted to use as many samples as possible for the song, but I also added natural instruments like guitar or bass to the track. I wanted to make this song as a tribute to Bad Snacks' signature sound, and if you're watching this, thank you for making such great samples. Before we start, let me say that I'm by no way a wizard when it comes to sample transforming. There are crazy guys out there on YouTube like in 4 producers 1 sample. I have been producing for 3 years now and I'm still learning a lot. I hope that you can get some ideas by watching this video. For those of you who don't know what a sample pack is, it's basically just a collection of small sound snippets. So this is the Need Tape 1 sample pack, and you have all these folders with different kind of samples, drums, and also synths. Each file is a WAV file and you can just play it by double clicking. So now we are in Reaper. The DAW that I use, it's a great DAW, it's free. And I want to start with the drums. So one of the foundations was the taiko loop. It's a whole loop inside of the sample pack. I play it for you. I had this sample for a long time in the song, but then I noticed that I couldn't really work with the kick drum. So I separated the kick drum from the snare. So I only took this snare and I replaced the kick with this other kick from the sample pack. I added a cue and a reverb to the snare. So just the kick and the snare, they sound like. I wanted to put a layer on the snare so it doesn't sound so boring, especially because the loop is just repeating over the whole song. So I added these sounds. And this one. The one sample is just cranking a receipt. The other one is shaking this vinegar bottle. I added a simple hi-hat. And in total, the drum loop sounds like this. Another sound from the intro of the song is this square arpeggio. The same sound with an octave below. Then I added a lot of reverb and delay. Again, I used the same process sample, put it an octave down, and I just time stretched it so it plays a lot slower, and it sounds something like this. And I used the sound as a supporting sound for the intro. So everything together. One of the most important sounds for this track is actually coming from this sample. I really liked the second half of this beautiful chord progression, so I just took the second half, rearranged it a little bit, pitch shifted, adjusted to the timing of the song, added widening and reverb. As this part with the organ repeats, I added another atmospheric sound to support the section and to introduce some variation. The song is not from the sample pack, but from the synthesizer VST from the Seaboard. I found this beautiful chime sound inside the sample pack, which I left pretty much unprocessed. And when transitioning to the new section of the song, I added a reverse cymbal and a swell. The structure of the song that I'm showing you now was of course very different at the beginning. and I wasn't really happy about the song structure and the sounds, so I kind of threw half of it away and added something new. I found this organelle sample, which is really, I would say, typical for bad snacks. I pieced together little fractions of the sample and got those sounds. And this one. I panned them on different sides of the stereo field. This newly engineered riff is actually one of my favorite parts. I thought that this chord progression was so strong that I imitated it on guitar and added it to another part later. Unfortunately, there were no bass samples in the sample pack. Of course, I could engineer something out of the existing samples, but I wanted to add an electric bass line here. Another very beautiful sample is the On the Cosa flute. I left this sample pretty much like it was. I just added EQ, widening and a compressor. And I just made the flute repeat itself over the end of the song. After the second interlude, when it's going back into the main part of the song with the flute and everything, I added this gong from YouTube. I love gongs. Now I want to play everything with the bass line and the flute and the gong. Many people ask me about the end of the song, which is sounding very different to the rest of the song, and they are right. This is just the transition to the next song on the album, and I wanted the whole album to be fluent from one song to another. Alright you guys, this was everything for this video. Please tell me in the comments if you like to see more song breakdowns. And if you have any other questions, please also let me know below. If you want to support this channel, I would appreciate it if you go to my Spotify and listen to the full song. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.